Hey my friends, guess where I am today? Let me take you somewhere off the beaten path in New Zealand.
Mommy, 谁抱上？谁抱上？
We are not doing the typical tourist spots. Today it's all about our hidden gems and meeting local legends. Ready for some surprises? Stick with me, I promise it's gonna be fun. Alright, before we get into all the amazing stories from the locals here in New Zealand, let me quickly share a few travel hacks that will make your trips way easier and a lot more fun. So whether you're in New Zealand or somewhere else in the world, here's a travel hack for you. To find hidden gems, talk to the locals. Ask them for their favorite spots, not the touristy places, but the ones they love. You won't believe the places you'll discover when you hear from the people who actually live there. And don't forget to make some memories while you're at it. First stop is the Art Deco Festival in Napier. So and guess what? They've got tango classes that anyone can join. I'm taking you about locals showing us how it's done. It's so much fun. You'll feel like you are in another time, trust me. And if you're here during the festival, you have to try this. So unique, right? And don't be shy. Just get in and enjoy the dance floor. Somebody starts now learning about tango because it's quite demanding. You have to follow somebody and you don't have, let's say, any round. What would you recommend so people don't give up?
Okay. We have a saying in tango, we can hold someone for 6 weeks, we can hold them for a lifetime. That's the saying we have in tango. Yeah. So I offer the first class for free. Anyone who knows this, this is a sense of community for us rather than money. You make far more money working at McDonald's than ever trying to run a tango studio. With the exception of one person in New Zealand, no one is professional in this country. It's a hobby, it's an interest, and it's a passion. Yeah. It's a very expensive passion, and on time and energy, it's quite demanding. I would akin it to a religion. It has its own nuances as well. I wake up listening to tango music every morning, and I go to sleep listening to tango music. My whole life's revolved around it. 95% of the people I've met since I started this, who are friends, have been through tango. Yeah. The paradox is I would have 95% of nothing in common with these guys outside of tango. Yeah. So my friends outside of tango are different. Very Kiwi, rugby, drinking, all those
Everything
things.
is connected to rugby and
in this country, unfortunately, yes. And I come from Warra, so I'm pretty much a product of my hometown. So I'll give an example. Yeah, every time I walk down the main street of Warra, this is what people say. Joe, you still living with your mother? No, she lives with me now. Second question, you still doing that Latin shit? I said, very much. Yeah, so I'm very much living in the past is a big part of the tango. You have to be that personality type that's attracted to that.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. It's a melancholic dance, so you need to understand the melancholy and feel the dance. And it's not about steps and choreography, it's about being able to feel the music. Yeah.
Are there any specific styles or variation of tango that you prefer?
The center of tango Argentina is salon, which is the milonguero is the close embrace. So if you were in Argentina, you don't have much space for room to move. So you're dancing in a very, very tight area.
Yeah.
You would have 100 people dancing in just this space here, just in this little space here. So there are rules with dance. The rule of dance is anti-clockwise. Respecting other people on the dance floor. You don't have time to do any fancy moves or choreography because someone could be behind you on the side of you. So you've really got to focus and be connected with your partner. Iris could be the best tango dancer in the world, but it depends on the lead.
Yeah.
The lead is important. So she can only do what she is led to do on the dance floor. Yeah. So a lot of the emphasis is on the males, and it takes them 5 times longer to learn than a beginner for a female to dance. Yeah, and the only way they're going to get good is it's like a language. So if I want to learn Chinese, I'm not going to learn it in an hour a week.
Yeah, good luck with that.
That's right too, yeah. If I want to do, and the beauty with us in Napier, we have this venue 24/7 that any student can say, hey Joe, can I come down and use it to practice? The main goal is that if I can pass on the limited information of my understanding of what the tango is, and someone could go away take that with them, that is enough. Yeah. Asia's got a very strong tango population. In Japan and Korea, it's very strong. The scene there,
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Very strong there.
Even if you don't think you have the talent or feel completely out of your element, stepping out your comfort zone can expand your perspective and change you in unexpected creative ways. Just give it a try and dedicate one night to exploring your deepest feelings and passions and see where it takes you. Now let's get into some art. This place is a hidden gem in the heart of Napier. I'm talking about the local gallery that showcases one-of-a-kind pieces. The vibe in here is just so cool. All kind of arts from traditional to super modern stuff. I had the chance to chat with the owner and they've got some really fascinating stories about how the pieces came to life. If you're an art lover or you just want to experience it, you have to check this out. So much personality in these walls.
Welcome to you. Thank you for having me.
So, if your gallery were a destination itself, what type of traveler do you think would be most drawn to it and why?
People who love beauty.
If your gallery had a soundtrack, what kind of music would be best complement to artwork on display? If the walls of your gallery could talk, what stories do you think they would tell?
Well, I think they would tell stories from when this was a council building in the 30s and when it was a chemist in the 60s and when it's been an art gallery for the last 25 years. The really interesting women who've run this place as a gallery over the years and who've worked here. The beautiful artwork from amazingly talented artists from all around the world, and it would probably tell a lot of stories about me with my hammer and nails.
If your gallery could host a dinner party for 5 famous artists, living or deceased, who would you invite and why?
At least 2. I'd want Frida, of course.
Oh, okay.
I'd want Frida here, and I think I'd have to have Picasso here as well.
Oh yeah. He's quite a good manager, by the way. He sold out his work. And if your gallery had a secret passage leading to other dimensions, where would they lead and what wonders would your visitor find?
A secret passageway to somewhere mysterious.
Yeah.
Oh, how about somewhere made of blown glass? I'm thinking bubbles and hues.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm thinking a whole place that's a bit like that.
Oh, good.
It's a very exciting weekend ahead with all of these gorgeous visitors, very, very well-dressed visitors visiting Napier for Art Deco. I love it. They wander through the gallery. I get to check out their outfits. It's going to be sunshine and gorgeous jewellery and gorgeous fashion and gorgeous cars. And we're very pleased to have it back. After these years that we haven't had the festival, it's wonderful that it's going to be finally back.
And then next up, I found this super charming vintage shop, which is the most amazing Art Deco finds. Seriously, this is one of those places where you just feel like you stepped into the past. I had a great chat with the owner, and you wouldn't believe the stories behind some of these items. From vintage jewelry to retro furniture, it's the perfect spot if you're into vintage shopping or looking for that special Art Deco pieces. Now you're going to hear from the woman behind this incredible store. She's not only curates beautiful Art Deco and vintage treasures, but also has a fascinating story about their history and charm. I read about your childhood and how everything started, so I would like you to share the story and what happens, how you opened this store and what it means to you.
Okay, done. Fine, thanks. Put them in the auction. So that was a way that sort of got us introduced. Also, he used to make us go under old houses and find bottles. And we got very wise to that and we said, look, we think you should start paying us.
Yeah, that was interesting actually.
So he paid us and little dealers were born. And then we moved here when I was about 13, I think it was, to go to high school. And I used to work at the shop, and by the time I was 16 I left school and started working for him.
Oh, that's perfect. And now you have your own.
And now we've opened this shop. So
yeah, I really love it. It looks amazing. What makes vintage shopping in Napier different from the other places?
It's it's really a lot of the items we have are unique to New Zealand, even if they're made in England. They were brought here for the New Zealand people, if you like. So there's a lot of vintage 50s, 60s dresses, a lot of the Art Deco, but we do get a lot through, and for some reason it seems to be quite well restored as well. Interesting outfits. Well, a lot of people get dressed in beaded garb all the way through with headbands, and they go dancing in the street. During the daytime, we get little kids that dress up as sailors.
Are we going to dress up one up?
Yeah, which is good. Some little beads.
Could you share any interesting stories or anecdotes about customers finding treasures in vintage stores during the festival?
We knew that gorgeous man who walked around in the nightshirt. Remember that stripy nightshirt?
No.
Oh, you weren't here.
No.
Oh, he was.
There you go, Ed.
He was a German guy, and we'd only just got the nightshirt on, from somebody, and it was all blue and white stripes with a proper collar and just the right thing. And he said, "Oh, I like that." Off he went to the changing room, came back into the shop, and there he was, strutting around in his nightshirt. It was just so funny. The customers loved it. We loved it. And I said to him, "Are those your clothes?" He said, "Oh yeah, I better get dressed." Here he was in his nightshirt, paying at the counter. Oh, it was hilarious.
Strangest request a customer has made in a vintage store during the Art Deco Festival?
Oh, someone was after some false teeth. Yeah.
What was for?
He was missing a few teeth, but I don't think he realised that the false teeth he had to put, because he still had some teeth at the back. So he tried to put some in, but they didn't work. So, yeah. Okay. You've been very good.
I like this one.
Okay, that's for today. Which hidden gem was your favorite? And let me know in the comments. And if you're all about exploring cool spots and meeting awesome locals, hit subscribe so you don't miss my next adventure. See you soon, my friends. Thank you for hanging out with me.